Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It is Tuesday, September 23rd of 2025. We're back for yet another stream. What if this is a fun stream? What if we have some 11% beer? I don't know. Might be a fun stream. I feel like a beer today, so you know what? We're gonna have a beer today. How are y'all doing on this Tuesday? We're gonna continue working on my space heater. Oh shit, oh fuck, no. Weird, usually the center port does not give this much head, but today, beer very heady. Anyway, cheers chat. Better be Belgian, says Robin. I'm pretty sure this is brewed in the US. But it is I was gonna say it's pretending to be the Netherlands because it's New Holland Brewing Company, but it's called that because it's in Holland, Michigan. Actually, I didn't know Dragon's Milk is in Michigan. That's pretty cool. Fuck yeah, let's represent. All right, let me say hi to everyone who's here. and then why are my buttons not working? There we go. Let me say hi to everyone who's in chat, and then we will jump into things. We're continuing to work on my space heater, aka this thing that's running mypy a lot. These were the errors that happened when I rebooted my router before stream so that we don't drop frames. So I did that already. Turns out it's actually pretty nice in that these failures just caused some threads to die, but it didn't actually break the outputs. And so I was able to just restart it, and it picked up where it left off, which is nice. We designed it fairly well, I guess. Alex Vaden, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And we've made quite a bit of progress. We're at about 3,000, which is about 16% of the way there. But we're going to hopefully be building some additional worker types today, which should speed up this process a lot. I have started a bunch of computers. Let's see if I can get them all from SSH. We got Pokebox, we've got old laptop, we've got Ace Attorney MacBook Pro, and that's it. We got 3 more computers that we'll hopefully be able to use some CPUs on. Technically I have 2 other computers, but I'm pretty sure there's some code in this code base that produces different mypy errors on different platforms. Otherwise, we would use my Mac Minis as well. But we're just gonna stick to Linux x86-64, even though we could get a little bit more oomph. But I don't think we're gonna need a little bit more oomph, so it'll be fine. But yeah, let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we'll jump into things. Fixer Jake was first today. Hello. Beldotha says, Tonicha. It's me. Hello. Major Tanya, welcome back. Gideon Bear, good to see you as well. S1 Cube says, oi. Dream come true. Hi, Chad. Hi, Anthong. Welcome. How you doing? Amos Stack, welcome back. Good to see you again. Robin is here. Hello. Didn't see you as a Mac guy? I'm not. That's why it has the default host name. This machine was acquired. Through means. I do have Macs just to build software. They're racked in my server, and I have this Mac from yeah, we won't talk about how I got that one, but it's an old computer, very old computer, very yeah, and I haven't even upgraded it from Ubuntu 22.04, so it's something. But how you doing, Robin? Good to see you again. It's been a bit. You notice I'm not shouting you out today because I know you haven't streamed since the last time you were here, so otherwise I would. Tom, hello. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Resilience, heck yeah, it's true. Isn't that cold already this time of year? No, it's actually my air conditioning's on right now. Fixer Jake says, hello, fellow sinners who didn't get raptured. Yeah, I briefly heard about this, that there was like fucking like a goddamn TikTok conspiracy that yesterday was the rapture? But I'm not gonna lie, the way that I learned about this being a thing was from the front page of Yahoo News, which makes me seem a little bit boomerish telling you this, but I don't go on TikTok and I don't scroll through YouTube shorts, and I'm not on Instagram, and I'm not on Twitter, and I'm not on Blue Sky, and I don't scroll Facebook, and yeah, I don't really have feeds anymore. So getting news for me, I don't really get news unless I'm happening to check my spam email, and I'm like, oh, what's on the front page? I guess I get stuff from YouTube occasionally, but like the channels I watch on YouTube are like not at all news channels. So whatever, it is what it is. Last login 2023. Oh, does it say that somewhere? Oh, it does. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't booted this machine in a long time. But I booted all 3 of these. I ran all of their software updates, so they should all be in a good state to be workers in this crazy fucking system. Robin says, finally no S. Oh no. Oh no, Robin. That means I can start streaming again /S. Oh no. Oh, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. Exonity is here. Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome back. The device above the MacBook is even older. Yeah, October 2023. Yeah, this was December. What was this one up here? This one was relatively recent. Which makes sense because I was doing Pokemon automation. Although, interestingly, this one is from a V6 address. Well, this one's also a V6 address. This one's from a V4 address. Strange. Oh, shout out. Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, this can mean a lot of things, and I read this completely wrong. You're chilling. Okay. Woo! Sheesh. Goddamn. Okay, anyway. Great, welcome back. How you doing? Oh, now I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating now. Well, that was not what I meant. Fixer Jake says, I decided to wear my Science Doesn't Care What You Believe shirt today in celebration. Hell yeah, that shirt goes fucking hard. Speaking of acronyms that mean multiple things, what is SA here? South Africa? Some priest in whatever SA is said they got a divine prophecy that the rapture is happening on the 23rd or the 24th. Well, shit. It could be tomorrow. Crate says same here. Also don't use social media. Nice, nice. I'm feed free at the moment, other than I guess my YouTube feed. But I feel like that doesn't quite count. You thought I lost your Stack Overflow? Yeah, that was what was taking all your time, Robin. 100%. South Australia? Where the rapture starts? What? Since when does SA mean South Australia? To me, yeah, okay. Fixter Jake has the right joke here. That's the essay that I know. Holy shit. Also, Lord Beesky, welcome to the stream. Pandoxer's also here as well. Hello, hello. How you doing? For those not in the know, SA, at least to me, the most common acronym for SA is sexual assault. So that's the joke here. Ivan the Raging Python, hello, hello. How you doing? How beautiful is that default Ubuntu MOTD? Yeah. ESM is not enabled. Yeah, I mean these machines are fairly default. Great says it's horrible if you're a part of larger projects where the people talking all these acronyms, and I'm not kidding you, they named the actions item list the AI list. That's great. I actually approve of this one. This one's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this at all. This is exactly what you should call an actions item list. Pandox says, doing good, thanks. Just finishing the crib for my daughter. Oh, yo. Less than 2 months. Exciting, exciting. Congratulations. Well, can't count them before they're hatched, but presumably, congratulations. Okay, so I know last stream we were in the middle of working on adding GitHub Actions workers, but I think I want to do SSH workers first, just because I feel bad about the GitHub Actions workers a little bit. So yeah. Should just be, oh, line too long. So we're gonna ignore that for now. Also, I was thinking about the way we do cloning in this, and there is definitely a faster way to do this. Where is the cp command? Yes. So right now we're doing cp-r and then checkout, but we can actually do better with git clone actually, which is interesting. Git clone source reference. Is that how reference clones work? Git clone reference no checkout. Wow. How do I get a reference clone? It should be like instant and take no disk space. Why did it take disk space? What the fuck? There's a clone that I'm thinking of. Git clone with external objects directory. Git clone from another directory. Well, yeah, no shit, but there's a fast way. Where's the fast way? Does no one have the fast way? Like, there's a alternative objects directory? Fucking, I'm gonna have to read the man page. God damn it. Nice stash. I'm Gifty. Welcome back. Hello, hello. The what command? Local, no hard link. Shared. Shared. Shared? Is that what I want? Shared, no checkout. This WAT should be instant and small. And then if I check out this, it should be faster. Cool. That's what I wanted. Shared. Get work tree? I don't trust work trees. Work trees are spooky. Especially that I'm making a work tree in a temporary directory, and like there's some weirdness with bookkeeping, and I don't really trust work trees. Shared, no checkouts. So this should be faster, I think, in theory. I should have benchmarked it before and after, but let's see. Shove. Let's grab a random commit. Oh, I gotta quiet it. Will this project spawn more videos on neat Git tricks? Maybe. I mean, shared is kind of a neat trick. What's the cool graph you're making? I am plotting the number of mypy errors in my previous works main repository over time because it is something that I invested a lot into, and I want a nice visualization of it. Patrick OMG says, are you using this on Windows? I think shared is not NTFS compatible. Sorry for my bad English. Your English is amazing. Your English is great. Your English is perfect. I think you're spot on. You're great. I am using this in a virtual machine, but the virtual machine's file systems are completely isolated from the host, and so NTFS doesn't get involved. The file system on the host is just a big blob, one giant file, so it doesn't really matter there. It's emulated in a way, but I should have. Oh, I did put time in front of it. However, time is not going to be that useful because everyone else is running at the same time. Does this actually quiet it? Oh, it does. Cool. So now this is no longer going to fit on one line, so we put it in here, which is fine. Yeah. Cool. Mini Jagus, hello, welcome back. How you doing? Good to see you again. Is it thunderstorming here today? Or is that? Oh, fuck yeah, it is! Yo, let's go. What tool are you using for visualization? I have no idea yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. We're still in data collection, and data collection is going to take hours and hours and hours. Yeah. There's a bug in here. What the fuck? Where'd you come from, you piece of shit? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. At least it's not a bug in my code. But if someone uses that code, it'll break with Windows because NTFS does not have hard links. Yes. Well, Git for Windows has special nonsense to stub out the parts that don't work, which is fine. But the thing is, no one's ever going to use this code. I'm literally writing it once, never going to modify it, going to archive the repo afterwards, and it has hard-coded paths in it. It has, like, I mean, yes, some of it is a little over-engineered, but it's very much like I'm writing this once and never again. Which is good. Because, yeah. You know, I don't even know why I'm bothering to time this. I know it's faster. I should just be like, yep. On to the next thing. But now that I've started it, well, I guess we can still say, yep, on to the next thing. Right, git diff. I don't know why I check out a server branch. Make cloning faster. You're analyzing 18,000 commits. Is there such a thing as over-engineered at this scale? I mean, in a way, you're right, because I don't have a machine with 1,000 cores where I would just throw the problem at it. And so instead, we do have to sort of build a distributed system to handle this shit. Oh man, this is so much slower than I expect. But yeah, we do sort of have to throw a distributed system at this problem, which is why we're throwing a distributed system at this problem. Why? Where did all the mypys go? Oh, we can pgrep. Oh, we gotta do this. Pgrep -f. Yeah, and then pkill-user1. Now that should restart this. So that we get the faster cloning stuff on it. And let's make our SSH workers. So for this, we sort of need a special type. So target stir and then jobs int. Should it be SSH worker? Maybe we just call it SSH. Yeah, and then we can do swipe type equals ssh.parse action equals pen default equals this, and then we can say, what did I call this one? Why are my functions in the wrong order? We're gonna reorder the functions just because this is bothering me. This should be at the top. Not that far up to the top, right here. Should really make a command hook that does that. But we can start this again now that we have the faster clone in place. Oh fuck, what have I done? I tab completed too quickly. I merge conflicted with myself. Oh no. Okay, cool. I'm curious, do you have a shortcut in Babby to jump to definition? I do not. Other than searching for the name, which works well enough. Which works well enough. XKCD 1172. Do we have a command for that? I don't think we do. Oh yeah, spacebar no longer heats. Yeah, basically. Yep. How you doing, Kegsy? Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. While true. We're gonna do the same pattern. We'll probably generalize this pattern for the GitHub Actions workers as well. There's actually very little startup cost of running this code, so I think we can get away with just taking the worker, the amount that we need. So for in ssh.jobs, try items.append q.get block equals false, except q.empty break if not items return. And then we need to figure out the SSH command. Let's actually get one of these boxes going. Poke box will be the first one. We got 24 gigs of RAM here. Nice, nice. Doing way better than yesterday. That's good, that's good. I'm doing well. I'm chilling, I'm drinking too fast. Time to hydrate, not dihydrate. So I cloned this already, so we're good on that. We need to clone this. We need to clone this. I think that's all we need to do. Kexit says, the mobile app has an infuriating bug when the stream gets pipped, pictured. Then I click back, the stream is muted, and I can't bring the sound back without reloading. Oh my god, that's super annoying. That's super annoying. Okay, so let's do this. So if I SSH poke box, what does this do? No module named main. Really? Oh, right. There's some fucking weird ass Schlexing nonsense, right? Yeah. So you gotta put it in quotes. Gross. Super gross. But as long as I don't have any real funky args, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. So I think what we need to do is clear out the data directory, run the command, and then SCP the results. I think that will work. I have a new email. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Inconsistent exclude behavior. Explicitly specified models are not always checked, depending on what exclude is set. That's a weird way to do this. Yeah, it's a little weird. If you explicitly listed a file on the command line, expectation is that you explicitly want to lint it. This particular issue is unrelated to that. It's an inconsistency still apply, but shouldn't be. I don't even know if this still reproduces because this bug is so fucking old. It's from 2017. Let's see. Oh, there's a thunderstorm. I fucking love thunderstorms, but I'm doing things right now. I want to go see the thunderstorm. Oh, it's a good one too. Hang on, I'm gonna open my window so I can look at it. Marsha's here. I must ask you a question. What's your question? Oh my god, it's a good one. I might lose power. Ooh. Let me check. Let me look at it. I love thunderstorms. Oh fuck, it's a good one. Damn. Man, now I'm a little sad. I'm streaming. One of my favorite things to do is to drive out in my car to a empty parking lot, lean my seat all the way back and watch thunderstorm through the sunroof. But yeah. Okay, so what do I gotta do here? This first? I wish they would have put this as not like a so. Oh man. Oh, it's such a good one. The rain is so hard. It's weird seeing me with a mustache. Is this the mustache? A deep fake? Yeah. You got me, Marsha. I am deep fake. I am become deep fake, faker of deep. Okay, that so far so good. Flaky, flakate, exclude. Exclude equals test. So far so good. Flaky, oh my god. Fuck, that's weird. This is a weird one. Yeah. Anyway. Cool. It's metal as hell. I'm deep real, yeah. Such a good that's what she said? Yeah. Crane says based on Magnum PI. Anthony now has become a private investigator into Python issues. It's true. It's true. I'm a detective now. I'm a heating engineer. Yeah. Boydberg, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we did this because I don't want to blow things away. Let's SCP Pokebox. That's not what I wanted. What if I do this? That's sort of what I want. What if WAT already exists? Does this do what I want? What the fuck? No? It's a weird one. More like poke in my box. Major Tiny says can't run data centers if Anthunk is yoinking all the electricity for mypy heating system. Yeah. I know there's a fucking rsync command to do what I want, but goddamn, do I not want to figure out the right rsync command? I can also tar and untar. Also, I don't think I need --c to do what I want. Where is the thing? Is it here? Was it here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just do this. Yeah. I don't need --c. Okay, so let's do the thing. All right, so we first need to delete the data directory. So SSH. Why did I call it target? We'll just call it host. It's gonna be too long anyway. Okay. My god, my phone is exploding. What is going on? All right, so we delete the data, then we literally exploding, yeah. Then we run the thing. We do process check go. Is this the version info.major? Is Sys.version info.miner. Empty string dot join items. Yeah. The linter will help me. It's fine, crate. I would have got there. But thank you. MDS hello, how you doing? So now that we've done that, we need to copy the results out. Okay, I'm gonna check my phone because 6 texts in a row and usually something's going wrong. Oh shit. My coworker's telling me they're watching the stream from the office. Okay, we're good. We're good. Does Babby have a symbol rename feature? It's called regex replace. Yeah. It's a really shit editor intentionally. Okay, what do I want to do? With temp file, the temporary directory dir equals data. We're gonna SCP into this directory, I think. Check call. Does SCP? It does do stuff. How do I make it quiet? Disable the progress. Okay. SCP-Q. Oh, I got this one wrong too. And this one. These are all wrong. We're gonna just change this back. Because the reason that I changed it was for a reason that went away. Yeah. SSH.host workspace entry mypy stats data to tempter. I think that's what I want. Bad cop, this stream could have been a bash script. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. Babby, it's intentionally shit TM. Ew. Quick act normal. Marsha, do you not know? I don't work there anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter. Shatoot! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Major Tanya says, Chat, did you know Nano was named as a common typo of Babby? Just shift your hand to the right, one key on the left, and you've accidentally typed Nano instead. How you doing, Bad Cop? I hope you're doing well. For those of you that don't know, Bad Cop also streams on twitch.tuvalu. And is a real cool person. Are you gonna be at TwitchCon, Bad Cop? I've literally never streamed. Fucking, are you the other bad cop? You're the other bad. No, you're not the other bad cop. You're trolling me. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You almost got me for a sec, though. There's been a few viewers of mine that are like streamer name with an underscore afterwards, and I'm like, are you? And then they're not. There are two bad cops? No, it's the same bad cop. I can't believe that. There's a lot of bad cops. For being real for a sec. That's too many cops says good. This has got to be your bot. This is. I'm pretty sure I've watched your stream. I'm pretty sure this is your bot. That's good though. I like that. I appreciate the bit. Next stream we're all Anthony Writes Code. That's happened before. It's not fun. Please don't. Okay. Estimating the data. I don't know what it's gonna look like. The nice thing though is I'm pretty sure we can set jobs to 0 and try this shit out. In args.ssh. I think we can just try this shit out. Breakpoint pren, what an unserious language. Yeah. It's so convenient though. I gotta put pass after it or it fails. Undefined name info, correct. Undefined name sys. Correct. We can't iterate an int. Okay. So I should be able to python-m. Oh wait. Yeah, I think if I grab a random commit, let's grab a couple random commits. Yeah. Main SSH Pokebox, comma 8. Jobs 0. These Shaws. Glebchinsky, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. We press enter and see what happens. Oh, right, 5.3. Real languages have the keyword debugger, Kappa. Yes. Wait. Why is there output here? Oh, this is remote output. Okay, I think we're actually fine. I think we're chilling. I think we're chilling. I think this is working. I think we're good. I think we're good. Kega says, dude, functional programming made me dysfunctional when it comes to writing Pythonic imperative code. I swear to God. That's true. True fact right there. Marsha says, and I'm about to break. Point. Mr. Swats is here. Hello, hello. Every time I'm writing Python, I'm like, God damn, this would have been easy in OCaml/Haskell. Really? Is that really how you feel? Marsha's doing okay. How's you? I'm doing well. Although I don't know if you're talking to someone in chat, because you could be talking to someone in chat too. Fortunately, there's no acronym for debugger. I hope no one calls it DB. Oh shit, it's 13:37, the best part of 24-hour time. Fucking goddamn Central Time, Marsha. I missed 13:37. Was I streaming then? No, barely not. Barely not. Barely not. I'm close enough. Yeah, off by an hour. Off by an hour. Real languages don't have a debugger. You just do set-x. Isn't the debugger just $shell? Or sorry, $shell : --bash? Isn't that your debugger? Or if you prefer, sh. Alias x equals set-x. The debugger was just print. That's not a thing. We got print affm, printf, printer profile, and printf. What the fuck is print AFM? Print the metrics from a PostScript font in an AFM format using GhostScript. Cool. Print FM, my favorite radio station. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now we wait 2 to 4 minutes. Bad says, I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to as SH is actually bash running in POSIXly correct mode. In fact, I think it's actually dash running in POSIXly correct mode. dpackage-s which sh. Yeah. Look at me knowing things. Depends on your system. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But no, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I didn't mean to actually, but not a regular file. Oh, I forgot -r. I'm such a dummy. Now I gotta do it again. And then I gotta wait. I do like that SCP, I can never remember whether it's capital R or lowercase r. But both of them work. If I remember correctly. No, maybe they don't work. What is the capital R? Maybe they don't work. There's some command where both of them work and I'm like, bless, you're the best. Thank you for doing that. Bash is a thing where if you rename it to sh, it pretends to be sh. Yeah, it looks at argv0. It's a real funny one. SCP in 2025 is crazy, by the way. I know. I didn't want to look up the fucking rsync command. You got me. I'm an imposter. I don't have rsync commands memorized. Fuck. I still use netstat. Oh no. I'm not gonna try and remember the fucking IP command. I rename my network interfaces to eth0. Oh no. Actually, I don't think I've renamed them on this one. What is the command list network interfaces? Oh, it's ifconfig, right? Yeah, I haven't renamed this one. This one's enp0s3, which if man, what is the name for this? It's something very ironic. Predictable network interface names. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh shit, I didn't see the selection. Predictable network interface names. None of this eth0, eth1 nonsense. Obviously, it's enp0s3. So predictable. Love that. This is an example where the entire system was made horribly worse to handle situations that are extremely uncommon. The extremely uncommon situation being that you have more than one Ethernet network interface. But it's been there for so long that it's impossible to fight it now, because that's the way it goes. I was gonna say use FTP, oh man. I use SCP and GitHub Actions, what's worse? I guess it works. rsync AZ capital P. Engraved in muscle memory, nice. I think the only one that I have is PSEF or PS Wealthy or Netstat Tolpin or what's the Schlap? Which one is Schlap? I don't know what command that one is. Email Shaden, thank you for the follow. Or is it Shaden? Oh, from like Schadenfreude? I don't know how to pronounce that either because I'm not. I'm fake. I'm fake as fuck. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. That shit always made me instantly control W. Ayo. Crate says, I used SCP to send all photos from my smartphone matching a file name glob for the month to my computer using Turnmux. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. NPONS 3 sounds French. Yeah. Therapy kitten. Hello, hello. How you doing? IPv6 was a mistake. We should have just kept the internet small. Yeah, we should have just had nested NAT all the way down. Man, the worst thing about IPv6 is its adoption. I feel like as much as like IPv6 seems nice, the fact that like 40% of the internet hasn't adopted it makes it really shit. Oh, no NAT, just only 2 billion devices allowed. That's already plenty. Yeah, you want a cell phone? No. Okay, tempter. Okay, so this is the structure we're gonna get. So that's easy to implement. And then directory should be gone. Nice. Where are we? Breakpoint. So we should be able to do for name and os.lister. Data. Oh, no, we want. This looks really satisfying. That looks super satisfying. I'm tempted to switch to v6 so I do not have to pay a public IP address for AWS. Yo, I've been trying to do that, but GitHub doesn't support v6. And since GitHub doesn't support v6, my startup needs v4. And so I pay the stupid host fee every fucking month. Real annoying. Real annoying. OS, not Shtil. Nice. You're confused by the naming? Don't worry about it. It's write once code. I'm the only one who needs to understand this. That's the important part. Yeah, isn't that a pain in the ass, Mr. Swats? Like I went through all the trouble. Like I had all the v6 stack provisioned and ready, and then I made a request to GitHub, and it's like, no quad A. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. Get fucked. Okay, honestly, I think that's it. This actually seems not that bad. Let's try it and see what happens. Let me make sure this one doesn't exist inside here. It does not. Okay, so we can run this, and it should collect one thing into the data directory. Get fucked, yeah. Get boned. Stillboy says Python is so cool. I write Python code every day. I love Python. Stillboy, welcome back. How you doing? You haven't been here in a while. When was the last time you were here? 2020. Goddamn. Wait, actually, this is crazy. Last time you were here, you were asked about the Lyft layoffs. Oh. Holy shit. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. It has been a while. It has been a very long while. Force Penguin says, can't help but go into conspiracy theory territory. GitHub being IPv4 only to get providers more money for renting IPv4 addresses. So the fun part about that, Force Penguin, also welcome back. Good to see you again. The fun part about that is GitHub actually enabled v6 mode at some point, and everything went down. Everything went down. So many things went down that they turned it off, and I think they're never going to turn it on again, which I'm very sad about. S1 Keep says coincidences, right? 2020 was a decade ago. Yeah, life is good. Good to hear. Good to hear. You're at OpenAI. Interesting. 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 Yeah, right, Beldothis. We're on 2020 v5 at this point. Oh yeah, how's your chat plot going, Kexit? While we wait for this to run. Okay, okay. You went crazy over here. Does this include your old name? Do you have a thing? I see you're still at it with mypy. Good to see. Yeah, we're trying to run mypy against my previous employer's main repository that I did a bunch of work on to improve the typing. And so I want to make a chat plot. I want to make a plot of it. Didn't example.com have the same issue, or have a similar issue before? They changed the text, people's stuff started failing. Yeah. You know, everything is load bearing at some point. Oh yeah, the text for example.com will never change. Okay, did we end up with this data directory? Yes! Let's go! Stillboy says, I'll see you next in 2030. Oh no. Okay, this is cool though. This shit works. Crate's heading out. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. This is hype. And this is H-workers. Okay, so now I need to actually set up the SSH machine. So we know Pokebox works. We need to... What are the other ones? Old laptop? I think I cloned Sentry already? No, I didn't. Shit. Oh, we're gonna take forever. Instantly MacBook Pro prod. That was a funny muscle memory. Did I clone Sentry here? I did. What is in the directory called J? Oh, did I use this laptop to run Jirachi? Huh. Interesting. Must have been before I had Pokebox. I thought I did it on Pokebox. Okay, so that's there. I forgot to do capital A. Oh no. Whoa, that was weird. Alt U capitalizes a word? When would that ever be useful? Emacs people, what are you smoking? Sentry mypy stats. Wonder if GitHub could pull off ipv6.github.com instead, like what Google used to do. Maybe, but I think they could also just quad A and it would just work. They had some like weird garbage that made other shit not nice. Like, it was something about they misinterpreted the host header and then everything went to shit. Give quad I to those who need it, but keep compatibility with everything else. I think they should just shut the fuck up and enable quad A. As Q says, Anthony, I need details. About what thing? Is Jirachi a Pokemon? It is indeed, Marsha. It is indeed. Kegsa says, can you SH to your mom? Unfortunately not. I got a little temporary failure in name resolution. Life updates? If I get this shit done Wednesday, I'll make a video. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to come out this week. Because there's no way I'm recording it today, and there's no way I'm recording it tomorrow morning. So it'll have to be next week. But I don't know what this week's video is going to be. Mighty Coffee Mug says, Mustache Man, he can do what Mustache can. Take your time, Andog. Yeah, it's going to be a good video. It's going to be a good video. I'm excited for that video, even though it is what it is. Okay, so let's try each of them separately just to make sure they all work. So old laptop, this commit. As we can see, it is definitely working. That is because I definitely cloned this thing. Typing puzzles win. Keg said, I got some bad news. I got some bad news about typing puzzles. Almost all of my typing puzzles came from finding real shit work code. And where the hell am I going to find real shit work code? Because we all know my code is glorious. All code sucks. Yeah, when am I going to get another all code sucks video too? Right? Mr. Swat's all you don't know either. That's what this video is going to be for when it comes out. It will clear everything up, but I still need to read my legal obligations. I haven't done that yet. I don't know what I am allowed to say or not say. Oh, it started running. Did he quit? I will tell you the answer is no, Oil TV. That's all you get. I got nothing other than that. You were joking? Major Tanya says I'll volunteer my real shit code on the condition of anonymity. Ayo. I mean, I usually try and anonymize the code anyway, so. In all code sucks, it's not. There's only been a few times where someone was like, actually that was my code. Why did you show that in a video? And I'm like, yeah. Okay, I feel like this one's working. Let's try this commit. That one doesn't exist either, so we can python dash main ssh asynchronically MacBook Pro. I don't think it has 8 cores, but Flash Zor! Yo, welcome. Code from someone who's stuck on their CS degree with no practical experience in programming. What could go wrong? Smile. Yeah. Also, Wusa, I don't think I said hi to you. Hello. I did see a message from you, but I didn't say hi. MacBooks. I'm a little concerned that there's no output yet. But maybe that's okay. Maybe it didn't need to pull the Docker images because I might have pre-pulled them on that machine. While I was updating packages, I was kind of bored. SK Oil TV says SKVY. I don't know what the fuck that is. SKVY. Just some stonk. No, that's not the company. That's not the right one. The company I worked at is not publicly traded. If it was, I'd be a little less bummed because at least I could sell my fucking stock. It is crazy that there's a company called Century Technology Corp. Closed circuit television. Yeah, that's not what I worked on. No worries, I know I'm just a viewer increment. You're not just a viewer increment, Wusa. I know you when you show up in chat. Your username is branded in my brain, 5ever. Okay, let's figure out what right, so they take like about let's say they take 2 gigs of RAM. What do these machines have? Free-h. Oh, this is a little baby machine. Is it what's the fucking nprox? What's the fucking goddamn number of CPUs command? Other than this. 8 CPUs, 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, so I won't be able to use all the cores here. Good to know. Good to know. This should have 2 processes. 3! Why are there 3? This one's not running. This one's running. This one's done? Okay, that means this machine is working. The only one is old laptop that's left. Jobs 0 SSH old laptop. We need to pick a SHA that we haven't done yet. Oh fuck. SHA. Have we done this one? No. Voidberg, hello, nproc. Ah, thank you. Yeah, there's no explanation yet. You'll all know at some point when I make the video. But until then, this is about all you know. Is the bang job command. All right, so I'm going to pgrab. Where's the pgrab one? So what are these commands? PSEF grab 420183. What? Job 6. Okay, that's the one I expect. What is 4335537? The old laptop one. What about 433542? What are you? Oh, also the thread. Oh shit. That, oh, the SSH command. Oh, the SSH command. Oh, fucking A. So if we do python-m main, Python 3, that seems more right. So pkill-user1. That should print the little draining message here. Did I have exceptional timing on that? What the fuck? Oh, did it signal the SSH process, SIG-user1? God damn it, I picked user1 because it wouldn't signal the subprocesses. Marsha says, can you use your shell skills to find out if Babby has ever appeared as a string in any of your git commit hash things? Well, I is not a hexadecimal digit, so it would have to be B1, right? The answer is yes. Setup CFG format has a BAB1. Dumb mypy has one. Oh, I should have done long hash. We can do better. New format equals capital H. We probably have more than that. Precommit has, oh my god, so many of them. Yelp Cheetah, my YouTube thumbnails. Babby has one! Yes! Bless! Bless! We have Babby with a Babby commit. Babby Grammars has one too. Where? Oh, right here. Yes. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. Precommit has 2 of them. Forgot about hex. It's been a while. Yeah, letters and numbers. Ooh, pretty. We got this. We got this. We got there. Sandpals is here. How you doing? They're rewriting Sentry in Java. That would be too on the nose. That's not happening. That'd be too on the nose. My bit is Anthon is starting a consulting company. Good idea, but I don't think I'm doing that. Okay, anyway, user 1 doesn't work. That's fine. Let's figure out how to right size these. What happened here? What the fuck? What the fuck happened here? That's such an interesting response. It's a weird output there. Okay, so let's see. Do we commit this yet? No, we did. Yes, we did. All right, so Pokebox. What do we have here? mprox and free-h. We got 8 CPUs and 24 gigs of RAM. I think we can get away with SSH Pokebox 8. Okay. What about old laptop? And proc and free-8. 4 CPUs and 16 gigs of RAM. I think we can also get away with using all of those. What about Ace Attorney MacBook Pro? This one I feel like we're RAM constrained. 8 procs and 16 gigs, so I think we can only get away with, let's just say, let's say 6. That'll be 12 gigs of RAM. Yeah, that's 2014 hardware. Well, 2015 hardware. We'll just say 4. And thus we start our distributed system. Yeah, this one's weird to me. I don't know exactly what happened here. I think like the temporary directory got cleaned up and then the container was mad. This doesn't make sense to me though, because it shouldn't clean that up yet. So I have no idea. But it's fine. Failures are graceful and it retries them, so. Let's see if this is doing the things though. Doing a lot of Docker polls. It's running pib. It's running UV. UV's chugging a lot of CPU. UV's forking around. Oh no, there's probably just 4 UV workers. Slurp 4 netfs is doing a lot of nonsense. Does language script as bad as language system? Basically. Language script is we also don't manage your dependencies, but you have a shell script instead. UV is roost though, so it's fine right smile. I'm not sure why it's so slow. Okay, it's doing stuff now, so that's something. Whatever Docker pull took a long time on one of the hosts. Ah, we got a mypy process running. Let's go. How is our RAM going though? We do have swap here, so that's good. Ooh, this number's going down. Are we gonna swap though? We got cache space. These are still building up. You don't manage dependencies anyways, SMH? It's ruining? What does that mean, Mr. Swats? Oh god. Dangerously low on RAMs. I think I picked the right number though. Somehow. Like it's right at this little bit here. I'm always confused by these numbers. I said it's ruining? I don't know what that means. Did I say that? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I think we're actually good on memory here. I think we can say that this box is okay. What about old laptop? How are you doing? Similar situation, similar swap. I think we right-sized this one pretty well too. Although wait, these aren't up to speed yet. This might not be as healthy as the other one. This has 16 gigs around. And we're using 4 cores? Flashstar says, what are we mypying? Every commit in Sentry since I started the mypy ratcheting project. I'm a little confused by these numbers. Because, like, these are only using, like, 4 gigs of RAM. What the fuck is using the rest of it? I mean, I guess there's cache. But, like, who gobbling the RAM beyond these mypy processes? But I think the answer is this box is too much. Like this one I feel like is pretty healthy. Or at least was. Well, now it's doing other things. What about this machine? This machine has tons of RAM. Oh, it's not running mypy right now. This machine's running mypy though. I feel like this machine we gotta pick one fewer worker. Old laptop is struggling. Struggling hard. This one seems pretty well, it's not up to speed yet. This number should shrink down. I feel like we're manually figuring out the RAM here, which is a little annoying. Looks like you got yourself a cluster. Yeah, a manually provisioned distributed system. Any new estimate on how long it'll take? These machines are way fucking slower than the other machines. Like way slower. Or way slower than my host machine. This one might actually not be that slow. Well, it's 2015 hardware. It should be pretty slow. But this seems pretty healthy. Like we haven't swapped. This one we've swapped, so I feel like less healthy. And this one's just chilling. I did swap, but oh, this is a lot of cache usage. I think this machine's chilling. Just browsing GitHub. Are you distributing jobs via SSH? So, I'm running some jobs via SSH, and then some on the host, and we're also going to run some on GitHub Actions, which is slightly bending the rules of GitHub's terms of service, but Is this project like typing coverage over time? Basically, but not, instead of coverage, it's number of errors. So like, for instance, if we look at data this mypy out, if we look at the first commit where I enabled the ratcheting thing, we started with 23,000 errors in 2,400 files among 5,000 source files. If we look at the latest commit, actually, I don't even know if we can get this. I don't know if the backend, where's backend typing? Oh, yes, this is a backend, this is a front end commit. We need one of these ones. Backend typing. Where the fuck are you? Here we go. This is also made really slow because of a recent change that somebody did, which is really annoying. But ah, shit, this doesn't spit out the number. Anyway, it's like 16 files and 300 errors now. But I want to plot it over time and also attribute fixes to users, because I'm pretty sure like 20,000 of the fixed errors are me. The server says, looking whether I should give it a try. It's just cloning Sentry and spawning a bunch of Docker containers. Spawning one Docker container to run mypy. Yes. Essentially. that's all it's really doing. And then collecting data here. And we have processed almost 3,000 commits so far. Hooray! Simba says, I have an architecture question regarding this tool you wrote. Do you handle errors somehow? What if one worker dies? Will others continue, or will they all fail? Do you have some checkpoints or something? I always struggle with this stuff. I either don't do anything or I overcomplicate stuff. I have no error handling. So if an error happens in a worker, that worker's just dead forever. The other workers will continue, but that worker is dead. Yeah. Essentially. I do have a way to drain everything. So like for instance, pgrep, no, was it this tab? Pgrep? Yeah. So if I pkill-f, I'm just gonna show this for demonstration purposes. It's actually gonna stop it and waste a bunch of time, but it's fine, it's whatever. If I pkill-f this, oh shit, I used the wrong command. I need pkill-user1. No, it died. Fuck. No, now I have so much more work to clean up the goddamn state. Oh man. God damn it. Why are you up for 23 hours? Shit. These are all the threaded workers dying. Okay, no more SSH running. Well, Podman's not gonna help. Okay, let's try this again. So if we run this, it should kick off everything again. Yeah, so now these are all doing things. Great, whatever. And if I user1 do this, I should pgrep first. That was my problem last time though. pkill-user1. Now this will enter its like draining state. And so these will, everything will finish up what it's working on. And then it will exit. No, you didn't bait me. I just ran the wrong command because I'm a dummy. The other workers will continue until morale improves. Yeah. mypy at home. Exactly. Flasher says this man just murdered a factory full of workers and just brushed it off as, oh, well, I ran the wrong command. It's true. It's true. But the nice part about it is I've designed the system in such a way that brutally murdering the workers doesn't actually pollute the data. So And it can restart it anywhere. Yeah, Marsha, we're draining these workers. Fuck me. Why? Now you sound like a CEO. God damn it. Ooh, so true. Talking about death and killing is not good for advertisers. This is true, but it's VOD's channel. Also, Scott B, I forgot to say hi to you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you following. I think I missed the bring where I was in mid sentence and I mean ADHD, yo. The workers are from a low income area, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, what the hell? NG Tontai says, what is your PC specs? Unfortunately, I haven't recorded a new video since building a new computer, so I will just show you. I have this processor, but I'm in a virtual machine, so I've only given it 8 of the however many cores. 16? It says 16, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess 8. No, this must be 16 cores and 32 logical cores. Anyway, that CPU, this much dedicated RAM. And then this is my GPU, but we also have 3 other machines involved. This one is a 2014 Samsung laptop. This is a 2015 MacBook Pro, and this is a 2017 Dell machine with added RAM. Flash Soar, thank you for the resub with Prime. I appreciate it. That gets you a fancy new badge. Found some Prime change in my pockets. Ayo. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Memory Wham? Yeah. If only one could run mypy on GPU cores. Samba says 4800 MT per S RAM. Is this with Expo profile or you don't bother overclocking your memory? Not sure what's important for your workloads. I have no idea. I don't fucking know. I haven't done anything. It is what it is. Tricklol says, how much RAM do you give your VM? In this case, I have given it 24 gigs of WAM. I could give it more cores and more things, and then I would adjust this jobs parameter. But I haven't done that. So, how are you using 40 gigs of RAM? Well, I have Firefox open. I have Chrome open. I have a virtual machine taking 24 gigs of RAM. I have OBS. And it's Windows. So it all adds up quite a bit. It all adds up quite a bit. Often memory kits don't enable out of the factory overclock profiles. So you have to enable them in BIOS. Mine is 6 gigahertz advertised. By default, it was low. One click in the BIOS fixes it. Oh, well, I haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll do that at some point. We're demoing the draining here, but the thing is, these processes or these machines are stupid slow. This one especially, I guess. Which one is old laptop? That's what I expect to be the slowest one. And so draining these, yeah, like these are taking, I guess old laptop is the worst cores, the lowest quality cores that I have here. And so it's gonna take like 5 minutes to drain. Maybe more. I actually don't know how long. But yeah. In what world do we live in that somebody asks, how do you use 10 gigabytes of RAM? And the first thing you mention is that you have 2 browsers open. Well, let me validate that assertion. Oh, well. So it's weird that I mentioned that. It says 66% usage. But Firefox is only using 2.5 gigs, and Chrome's only using 1.3 gigs, and OBS is only using 1. So that only is like 5 gigs there, which is only 10% of the RAM. So I don't. It's actually, there's quite a long tail. But I also feel like some of it is being used for cache and not actually represented in this number. And also VirtualBox is underrepresenting the amount it's using because it's obviously there's a 24 gigs allocated for that, and that's what, 1/3 of the RAM, so that's like 30% right there. So half of this value is just OBS, or not OBS, just VirtualBox. So maybe that lines up. Maybe that lines up. Yeah, VirtualBox doesn't show up here because it does it at whatever ring 1 through virtualization something, whatever something. Bjoylup, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I definitely pronounced your name wrong, but I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. VirtualBox probably does not show up here. Yeah, because of the way that it works. Oh, cool. But yeah, anyway, this cleared the queue, it stopped, and so then I can restart it. Anyway. At least the browsers have green leaves. That means they're good for the environment, right? Yeah. It's pronounced VirtualBox. That's true. That's true. Do you use GPU pass-through? I do not, because VirtualBox doesn't really support it. Or if it does, I don't know how to use it. Forrest says explains mypy. I know I've covered mypy in at least a video, but I don't know which one. And the person that used to transcribe my videos has been busy or has stopped doing it, and I appreciate the work that they did. I'm not trying to undersell it, but most of the recent videos have not done that. Looks like episode 20 or 155 or 280. 280 is probably a good one. What episode are you? Oh, the mypy episode. Yeah, this one's a pretty good one. 280 is one I would check out. But it also shows how mypy go burr. That was equally the closest and furthest that somebody got to pronouncing it. Gold star effort, says Biolop. Force Penguin says, more specifically, it would benefit mypy in what you're doing right now. It's unlikely to help mypy unless I ran mypy in pure lib mode, but I don't even know if mypy works in pypy. I don't even know if mypy works in pypy. I kind of suspect it doesn't. Let's try. Let's try on pre-commit. What are you even going to do? Pure lib wheel. This used to not work. And it now works, but sort of. I mean, it finishes. Setup tools. Ignore missing. And everyone's always like, why don't you use my workflow? It's obviously better, you dumb fucking idiot. You've never heard of Tmux? Get the fuck out of here. Come on, dude. Orland's here. Hello, hello. Holy mustache. It's true. I guess it would work since it's pure Python. It does, but I don't know if it's fast or not. And obviously this timing is going to be really thrown off because I am saturating cores running mypy elsewhere. Like, I don't think that's going to be faster than the mypy seed version. Like what? Yeah. Looks like the mypy seed version is about 10x faster than the pypy 3 version. But that's probably just because the pypy version has not been particularly optimized for something. I don't know. The other server says, is there anything Docker is not a drop-in for Podman? Yeah. Podman runs in rootless mode, so it assumes all of the stuff is the same. Are all the same user, so you would need to add this argument to any of the podman commands to make it work the same with Docker. The endless server. Panox says, I've always wondered how mypy registers bash completion in the shell. I don't know that it does it? Oh, it does. How does that work? How does that work? Aha, there it is. It's part of the bash completion package. Yeah, so someone has written completions for it that ship at the operating system level. Are you getting ZA? Of course I'm getting ZA, Orlin. He trims it like that so it'll fit in his gas mask. What? Do you have any 80s trucker shades to wear with that stash? No. But I got the Hacker Man glasses. I also have my prop glasses. This makes me look so old. Holy shit. Oh god. I don't know how I feel about this one. Back in my day, we used to write code on punch cards. We would get them out, and our debugging was real bugs. Not the bugs you see nowadays. You silly kiddos. Danny, hello. It's been so long. How are you doing? Do you still stream? We're gonna. I feel like you changed your username though. Am I remembering the right person? I hope so, because I've given you a shout out. Go back to being weird. I guess if you run mypy with pypy, it's not jitted, and that's why it's slow. It should still be jitted, but probably not in a way that it understands. Like the jit probably just doesn't do well with it for whatever reason. Dr. Disrespect. Oh god, kill me. You look like employee 3 at Apple. Yikes. Gotta shave now. Ivan the Raging Python says, in the days of Python 2 moment. Yeah. Glass makes you look like the man from Up. That's true, D-Dells. Also, good to see you. Hello. Senpai says, I got glasses. Holy shit, I can see. Yo, let's go. Girl with box. Right. Yes. Okay. I remember now. Of course I know. I knew Danny. I was just like, oh, this is a username I haven't seen before. But hello. I hope you're doing well. Barely keeping sane. Aren't we all? Marcia says I'm gonna jit myself. Oh boy. Okay, so I think this is doing pretty well. like it did. Well, it's pretty slow still, but how long? I always forget what the number is here. Is this the uptime? I guess we can look at proc. What? What is the... How do we know when it started? Oh, does LSAL just give you timestamps? 15:39. That's the current time, so it's not that. I know it's one of these. Is it shed? I don't think so. God damn it, I don't have to look this up unless someone in chat has already posted it. DL says, I wasn't around yesterday. What are you doing streaming this week? Taking some time off work? I guess that's one way you could put it. If by time you mean infinity. Moi says, I need to get glasses too, but I'm procrastinating. Oh no. First thing I tried is to look at distance things, which is obvious, but what I did not expect is to see so many details and textures in my apartment and other objects. Oh man. Danny says, would love to catch up sometime. Yeah, same. Are you gonna be at TwitchCon this year? I'm gonna be there for at least one day. Emma's here. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Ninja Puss Games says, good old top. It's true, it's true. Not even H-top, just normal ass top. Normal ass top. Okay, no one answered me in chat, so we're gonna look it up. How to determine start time of a process using proc file system. I don't want PS. I want proc. Why you know proc? Oh, do I not want to look at that? I want to look at the process itself. Oh yeah, here we go. No. Oh, okay. So 6 minutes. 15:33. ALD is what I wanted. Oh. ALD. Okay, so in 6 minutes it's done like 60 of them. So it's like 10 per minute. So we have 15,000 to go. So 24 hours. It's still too slow. That's still slow. Still too slow. Danny says, I wish I actually appreciate when I was in San Diego, but I didn't have the time with work and travel. Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Understandable. Happy Eco, hello, hello. Man proc? Yeah, I could have manned proc. That's true. What day are you gonna be at TwitchCon? That is a good question. Let me find the date. That's Saturday. I'm gonna be there Saturday. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Cool. If my math is mathing, that's quite a while. Yeah. Which is why we're gonna start. We're gonna kick off GitHub Actions to get that working well. Okay, but those we added some CPUs to the mix. Fuck me. Git branch. What? Oh, I did I pressed tab too many times. There we go. Shit. Oh, this is a messy merge conflict. Wow. That looks reasonable. All right, cool. Pandox says, what kind of stats are you gathering? So first, the Python version, mypy version, the committer, and the commit time. And then the entire mypy output, including all of the errors and the total number of errors. And I will be using this to generate graphs. There Beacon says, all right, chat, let's donate some CPUs to Anthony. I mean, I could just spin up EC2 instances and make those work. What's your favorite way of creating graphs? I haven't even thought that far ahead. I don't know how I'm gonna graph this. But I need to fill my water, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I will be right back. If any of you have good line chart generating things that handle 18,000 points, let me know what stuff you like. But I will be right back. I'll see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. How's it going? Panax says, I have some 5,000 typing errors at work, and I was considering if it's even worth trying to set up CI. It's going to fail for a long time, reaching zeros. I started with 23,000 errors. You can do it, I believe. If you want the tooling that I made to make this work, it's actually not that complicated. This is the bulk of it. This is the shit that I use to incrementally mypy, and it worked pretty well. But also, you want a funny photo of me, chat? Look at this funny photo of me. Why is it zoomed weird? Yeah, funny photo of me. R.I.P. DDL says just use Excel, right? Ayo. GNU plot? Matplotlib? Plotly? How about if I just generate the data and then you all make plots for me? Emma's gonna head out. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you again. Latech can handle it. You can use chopsticks? Yeah, I actually prefer to eat. So these are pistachios. Ignore my face. Show the pistachios. Yeah, pistachios. I prefer to eat salty snacks with chopsticks instead of my hands because then I don't get gross fingers. So like I eat chips with chopsticks. I don't eat chips very often, but if I eat chips with chopsticks. Emma's gonna head out too with 5% battery, or not Emma, Kegsit with 5% battery. Have a good one. I'll see you around. I should just bring the bowl to my mouth. This is less savage. Nice. Nice. He else says, did you try the new Neil Fun I'm Not a Robot game? I have not. Is this another like captcha game? But yeah. Salty snacks with chopsticks. I'm a big fan. It works pretty well. It also significantly reduces or increases the amount of time that I take to eat salty snacks. So I don't just fucking scarf them all down. I slowly progress my way towards consuming my salty snacks. These chopsticks have bunnies on them. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to show this. Oh yeah, there you go. They got bunnies on them. I didn't get matching ones, but they're bunnies chopsticks. Hooray! Are you also picky about getting food dust / oil on your keyboard / mouse? Well, that's the other nice thing about eating with chopsticks is I don't get gross stuff on my keyboard and mouse. A nice side effect. But yeah, I don't want... I mean, my keyboard's already kind of gross. And that's just from, like, normal finger oil. With food oil, you get real gross. Okay, anyway. Making good progress here, but slow. So let's see if we can make GitHub Actions workers work for us as well. So we started implementing this. Hemfem, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I was just thinking and also nomsing. Also, what the fuck? Why are someone calling me? Unknown number though. Probably spam. Probably spam. Okay, wait until a job is done. I've done this before. Where did I do this before? Agreement CI here. No, I didn't do this here. Oh, I did do this here. So this is commit status. Those are not what we want. I think we actually need to look at the response data here. I think we need to look at the response data. Response status 204. Fuck. Well, you can just wait for the artifact to exist. This artifact ID, but we want artifact name. Maybe name is ID? Unique identifier. So maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Artifact format string required. Well, fucking tell me what formats, you piece of shit. Archive format must be zip. Great. Cool. We can leave that actually. So it'll redirect, otherwise it will be a 410. I think this will raise. Let's let's try this and see what happens. $404. I seem to remember this workflow ID is something fucky. Well, it seemed to have kicked it off that time by calling it run.yaml. It did. I'll take those later. Boil Up says, did you learn Python as part of a degree or work component or something you taught yourself? Mostly self-taught, although I forced myself to learn it at Yelp because Yelp is all Python. Although I had written some Python before for an auto grader at university, and I just sort of figured it out. Almost entirely in both cases. Naming conventions was probably something that I learned from coworkers, but yeah. Did I press the button? I did. What the fuck is it doing? It kicked off the job. Did I put the breakpoint in the wrong spot? I did! Whoops. Just a little, we do a little DDoS here sometimes. Pronunciation keeps changing every time. That's what makes it fun, right? Well, what do you want me to call you? I'm in the beginning steps of teaching myself, and I'm finding difficulties with writing it. Like, what sort of difficulties? Oh, I forgot to Control-C this. Shit. Let's try it again. What is it doing? Oh. I'm dumb. I'm chilling in time.sleep. We're fine. Silly me. Duh. I probably would have noticed that if I actually fucking looked at where the Control-C happened. No, it doesn't show it, but that's fine. At this point, I don't think I want to tell you how to pronounce it. It says biolip. Okay, cool. Even better. Or is it by OLP? That could be another parsing of it. Nudge E says, I'm planning to go through many of the systems from typical systems design interview questions and try to implement them as close to scale as I can. Do you think this is a good learning strategy or too overwhelming? I feel like actually implementing system design systems is gonna be a lot of work and for no benefit. And you're not gonna be motivated to actually finish the projects because they're not gonna be beneficial to you. Like, I have a hard time finishing anything that doesn't have a purpose. You know? BioLP says, I have a hard time focusing on the code itself. It kind of swims for me on the screen. I'm trying to do it in small steps. I think doing it in small steps makes the most sense. It is going to be overwhelming at first. Like, it's going to be something completely new. 404? That was not a status that it said it could do. Well... Well... Oh, it's Korean. That is your first name and the P is part of your last name. Oh. How do I pronounce this? Also, when I search this, I just get K-pop. I go to Google Translate. Will it help me? Help. Where is K? Korean. Neither of those seem right. Oh no. Rafe within, hello, hello, how you doing? Pseudo gracing me with his presence and making sure I knew it with random farts every 30 minutes. Dogs are great, aren't they? Oh, let's finish. Oh, this is actually an interesting data point though. Because 3 minutes with 2 things. 9 minutes with 3 runs? That actually seems like it scaled pretty well. Let's try this again. Actually, we're gonna... Where the fuck is this? I now have a mypy install in here, maybe? No? Here. Also no. Now we have one. MyPy type shed. I'm literally just using MyPy to find type shed. Stanalib, urlib, error.py. HP error has code int. If e.code equals 404, continue, otherwise breakpoint raise. Let's try this again. Nothing says love like being gassed out by your loved ones. Ew. That is, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have done continue. I should have done sleep. That way we're nice to things. Five-second sleep seems 2-second sleep. I sometimes wonder if he's as startled by the smell as I am. My dog is also doing a side gig as a biological weapon. Oh no. I don't know how to describe the smell my dog can produce, but damn. As Venturas, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well as I sit here and snack while we sleep 120. Actually, I probably could have just removed the sleep. No, I get an email every time I click cancel. That's kind of funny. It's not so much the smell as it is the tears in the eyes that are a problem. Oh no. Most of the time it gives me a feeling of pride when my partner does such a foul thing. Why are you sleeping on stream? I'm in the wrong category. No. Yo, Chad, I just thought about it. I'm free from Django. I don't have to deal with Django anymore. Oh. So good. Django is great though. Yeah, so great. Would I rather do fast API? Honestly, maybe. No more janky migrations to write? Oh my god. That was another reason that someone was mad at me. Because they were like, why do we force our Djangos to be, or our Djangos, why do we force our migrations to be linear? And it's like, well, it predates me, but it's also sort of what Django kind of wants. And I was like, we could build a system that makes them non-linear, but there's all sorts of caveats that will break in spectacular ways. And they're like, you fucking idiot, everything else has this solved, why don't you just do it? I'm like, oh, okay, alright, dude. Not my problem. I'm unchained from Django? Ayo. Good pun, I approve. Swartz is literally studying Django right now. Nice, interesting, fun. 3 minutes ago. Okay, I think we're in our sleep loop, so it should probably do what I want it to do, maybe. It might be working, chat. It's done. Hello. What? Did I typo something? Actions, artifacts, AID/zip. What the fuck? This is the old code? It must be in here. Damn. Okay. What the fuck? That looks different than the URL we were looking at. Hmm. Curl. Did I have the repo name wrong? No. Bad credentials. I feel like this is gonna show my token on screen somehow. Four. Hmm. Oh, we probably have to use this fucking endpoint. God fucking damn it. That sucks ass. You fucking idiot, really? Yeah, anxiety, yep. One of the main issues with programming streams is that it's often hard to understand what the streamer is working on unless you keep asking them to explain it every few minutes. I mean, I got a bang today. We're trying to use GitHub Actions workers as compute. Yeah. We're trying to compute mypy for 18,000 commits. We've done it for 3,300 commits so far. And 30 of those have been in the last, I don't know, slightly less than an hour. I got a bang today? What? Yeah. Streamer is currently working on borrowing CPUs and RAM from Mr. Microsoft for a specific goal. It's true. I read the terms of service and it seems like it's within the lines of what's allowed, so seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. If we give it an invalid one, what do we get? We get an empty list. Okay, so that's fucking annoying. Hmm. Uh. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. The answer is I feel like the disk IO is the issue for me now. I'm running with 232 jobs. Oh no. Yeah, almost certainly disk IO will be a big deal. What sort of massive fucking computer do you have on the server? Jesus. How did the MOTD get changed to love? When did that happen? Oh, why BDYY changed it to love? Neat. Yeah. You have air quotes access? Air quotes? Oh no. Some university HPC is melting down? Well, I don't know how you can help me is the other problem. Like, it would be nice to get stuff from that, but even with 230 CPUs, 232 running, it's still gonna take like 12 hours to run. From what I can tell, or from some quick maths. Okay, we kicked off another one. I know my notifications is fake. Did they access compute consent? It's like me in GitHub Actions right now. Two X AMD EPYC 7702 64 core processors. Damn. Damn. That's some big compute. That's some big compute. Oh, I'm running out of time. Aren't we all? We're always running out of time. It's the one constant in life. It's running out of time. Okay, so we're coming up on an hour. In an hour, we've done 2982 to 3286. We've done 390 in less than an hour. Ooh, those are not good numbers. Those are not great numbers. At least, of course, for the rest of us, says Force Penguin. Ayo. Detail says I just have 48 CPUs on my server, but that does enough for me. True. MDSMentor says if 77 people on this stream run this compute, how long does it take? I don't know. It depends on how much CPUs and RAM you have. It is, in theory, possible for me to use compute over SSH. But I don't know that I should. I don't know that any of my viewers would trust me running code on their computers. And I also don't know that I would trust the results. Armus Colored says we need Satilia at home. Yeah, we need. Come join my cluster. 401 unauthorized. Do you need to send along the creds? Oh no, I remember this. I remember this shit. Where did I remember this from? It's some like fucking redirect nonsense. And it changed at some point. Shit, where did I do this though? Also, song is looping. We're going on to the next one. Oh, is it in Premium CI? Yes. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Okay, surely this will work now. It's Docker, so it's secure, right? Smile. We love weird redirect semantics. Yeah. Fucking... I don't know why GitHub did this dumb shit, but it is what it is. Also, it worked up until v4, which is also crazy. Ship it halabalas, hello, hello, says Yo Tone, what up? Oh, you know, not much. 48 cores is plenty. I could do with a few thousand cores right now. We're technically running this with, what? 12, 16, 22 cores right now. The guild doesn't matter too much here. Almost all of this is in IO or subprocess wait. And I would use 500 cores, and I would use 500 more. Just to see the man who used 1,000 cores. I don't fucking know. Any gamble possible today? I mean, we could gamble on this. But I sort of know that it's going to succeed already. Open a GCP account and use the free 300 credits? Yeah. Yeah. That seems questionable. I mean, I could do the same with Azure. I could also use the AWS free tier. I'm sure I could run this through Lambda. Ship it Alabalas, thank you for the resub at tier 3. God damn! Holy shit! God damn! That also gets you a fancy new badge because it's 6 months as well. I appreciate that, Ship it Halabalas. Sheesh. You got a free tune? It's true, Force Penguin, you did. You had a banger Twitch comment, so you got a free tune. Tier 3 in this economy, right? Biol says, gotta go and be productive. Thanks for an entertaining stream. I definitely said your name wrong still, but I tried. Hopefully I will learn soon. And then next time you're here, I'll surprise you. Maybe. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Dino says, also got to get back to being productive. Got to go review some CODs. Nice, nice. Well, thank you for stopping by. Like, I'm almost done enough to do other stuff, too. Oh, done enough for today. We'll see. I don't think this video is coming out tomorrow, though. Yo, Noodle, Long Noodle. The server says we could split based on commit SHA and get a few thousand. We could start unplotting already. We could, yeah. Okay, we have contents. Will that work? Is that how this works? Cool. Cool. I'm surprised that it is that structure. That's actually fine. We just do the same renamed ints that we did before. Eventually, the cores are quite slow and it takes 110 seconds per run. That's faster than my cores. That's way faster than my cores. My cores are taking like 250 seconds a run. Your cores are so much faster than mine. Major Who says, hello, good sir. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Who. Major Who. Do you happen to know a doctor? We're collecting every module from the standard library. I guess we should delete the artifact too. Maybe there's response up here somewhere, right? We have URL, I bet we just call delete on that, right? Artifact ID. Yeah. Yep. We can save one more indent. Okay, so this is wait for an artifact. We get the artifact, extract it, then we delete it. Seems pretty good to me. I guess we can do a little gamble here. Will this successfully compute one commit? Question mark. Yes, no. This window's not wide enough for me to see. I'll give you 1 minute. Will this successfully compute one commit? Start prediction. Gamble your points, chat. Good luck. Armis Colored says import Python. Whoa. The server says it's also going to get quite some data. It's already 400 megabytes for 163 runs. The data gets smaller over time. So like we have 3,400 runs. Okay. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. How much disk do I have? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Would it make sense to only grab that line? I also want to do stats by file and by error code. It won't stay like that. They get smaller over time. Like if we so for instance, there's 3,000 runs and only 1,500 of them are over a megabyte. So it does get smaller over time. Does this gambit include deleting the artifact? Yes or no? Yeah, it does run the deletion, so if the deletion fails, it'll fail. I mean, I could use it, but also like, I actually think it's not that much data. It's only a lot of data in the beginning, because I quickly fixed tens of thousands of errors. Like the graph should look like, basically. What does a mypy output look like? It has file name, error, the error message, and then the end it has code in brackets. And then there's lots and lots and lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. And then at the end, there's the number, this one. Do the mypy runs also get faster? Yes and no. They do roughly get faster as the number of errors decrease. But people are also writing code as time progresses, and so it gets slower with more code. So the answer is, I think it actually gets slower over time, but don't have a good answer there. I am like really happy with this weird fucking infrastructure that I built here. This actually seems really cool. Like I have a core piece that I can run in a bunch of places, and then I have these weird adapters on top of it that lets me change how they work. It's very neat. Well, we can probably clean up some amount of things by doing this. I'm surprised how full my disk is, though. Problem is obviously mypy not being roost. Okay, that freed up a few gigs, although it might also just be in the middle of a run. Okay, so temp is actually not on tempfs, so we probably have some leftover temp directories that we can clean up here. So like any of the September 22nd ones we can probably get rid of. This is not how to use this thing. Yeah. Did the mypy daemon speed things up noticeably? The mypy daemon is horribly buggy. And does not succeed in subsequent runs. Also, we are changing the code. I am intentionally dumping the cache because I know there's cache bugs in older versions of mypy. So the answer is no, unfortunately. Okay, so we have a lot more disk space now that I cleared those out. Wait, a lot more. 70 gigs used versus before it was 80, so there's like 10 gigs. What is grpe? It's grep but cool. It's grep but cool. Okay, this seems better. These ones are probably old ones. Well, any of the 15 ones are probably old. I was like, this is gonna fail, and then it didn't fail. Yeah. It's true. Okay, that freed up some disk space. I'm no longer worried about disk space. And there's probably other things I can do to reduce it as well. Like getting rid of the WAT directory. This one. Oh, and this clone of Sentry. Oh, please don't. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Hooray! 72%. baby improvements. Okay, how is this GitHub action chugging along? It's done. Which means my code has a bug. This looks right to me. Is just not refreshed? "17 minutes ago? That doesn't seem right." What? What is this tab then? Oh my fucking god, I didn't press enter? Son of a bitch. God damn it! I didn't press enter! We've been waiting for no reason! Oh, and I missed the 1 hour mark of this to get a good number. Shit. I guess I could find the one since then. Hmm. Well then. The song's looping as well. On to the next one. I'm also almost out of time. The server says disk IO seems stable with 32 workers, so would it help to start at let's say the halfway mark and have it run overnight, or just let GitHub Actions do its job? I don't know how to have you help me. I don't know a way that's gonna make this easy for you to give me the data or segment the commits either. Because I think if I get GitHub Actions running, mine will finish by tomorrow. I think even if I don't get GitHub Actions working, my home data center will finish by tomorrow. Also, it's hilarious. I walk downstairs and the fans on all the computers are just blowing at full blast. It's very good. It is chugging away. Something else. Okay, this is almost done. Oh, I forgot to do a puzzle today. Puzzle time. Karo-Khan chain reaction. Black to move. Probably... No. Maybe queen? That doesn't help so much either. I feel like it's queen, block, take. And then white has to choose between these. No, it's a Tuesday puzzle. This shouldn't be that hard. I'm overthinking this. I feel like that seems like an obvious move. This also seems like a fun move, but it's just a trade. Oh, that's not a queen. Oh, it is a queen now. Yeah, I mean that wins a bishop. Is that the solution? That doesn't seem that good. I don't know. Let's try it. It was that. Hooray! I'm so good at this game. No! What the fuck? Which one failed? 244? Oh, I forgot the headers! No! No! Oh. No! GG believers, yeah, unfortunate. Let's be patient, avoid fighting with corrupt data. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to approach this. Golden Lion, hello, hello, how you doing? Good to see you again. I haven't forgot about you yet. I say yet. I will be playing your game at some point. Also, I have infinite free time now, so... So I will definitely be able to play it on stream. At some point. You got 4K points out of that, Wusa. Nice. Okay, but it did actually download this, I think. Which is cool. That also means I need a new commit. Cool. I'm gonna kick this off. I think it's gonna work. Question is, how much do I abuse GitHub Actions now? Like what? I have technically 20 parallel workers. If I only use 10, it should be a little less suspicious. But 10 times 160? 10 times 16 is 160. So we need 50 iterations to do all of them. Which would be 24 hours of compute, which is a lot. But we only need 15K, so we only need 100 iterations. What? That doesn't math right. 160 to 16,000. That's 100. Yeah, that's 100 iterations. Where did I get 50 from? 50 would be 8,000 commits. We have 18,000 commits. Why did I think it was 8,000 commits? I don't know. 100 iterations is a lot. That would definitely arouse suspicions. Because that would run for probably a lot of hours. I'm not gonna even map that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much abuse to do here. Kampfkiffer. No, Kampfkiffer. Says, what am I working on? I'm making a big graph. Yeah. I'm making a distributed system over SSH, threads, and now GitHub Actions workers to compute mypy for every commit where Python has changed in the Sentry repo while I was working there. Because I want to show the progress that was made and get some cool numbers from it. Look at this graph! Exactly, Major Tanya, exactly. I'm gonna make some sick Nickelback jokes too. I do need to figure out what tomorrow's video is going to be though. Because it's not gonna be this. Because I'm not gonna be done by then. Why is this not templating? This is an easy one. I think I made this video. Didn't I? I think I did. I can do the slots video. It's gonna take a while. Mila says, can we provide some compute power to you somehow? Potentially by giving me SSH access to your host, but I don't think you want to do that. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Why mypy isn't Thai much faster? That's gonna be one of the most brain dead responses. I think you can think of why that won't help me at all. Force Penguin says display all points of the graph. You need at least 18,000 pixels wide graph, otherwise you'd be averaging points. Of course, yeah. So only doing 2,000 commits would be reasonable. I would say yes. However, I also want to compute which people made the most progress on this graph. And so I do actually want all of the data points, even though the actual graph, well, why was this so quick? Or am I just been mumbling? No, it's about the same time as the other one. Was that one quick, or am I tripping? Trust me, I've put a lot of thought into ways I can shortcut this, and I don't think there's any good ways to shortcut this. Like, I do actually want all of the data. What if you send a file with the hashes and we run it ourselves? Yeah, I was talking about that with the other server earlier, and that would work, but then I would have to figure out how to merge them later. And that just sounds like a headache. But yeah. Particularly Pythonic says you have already made a slots video. Yes, several. Yes. The slots again video is just fucking stop using slots. You don't need slots. Slots are not helpful. But with more nuance. There's a talk at EuroPython that I want to reference, and the video hasn't come out yet, so that's why I haven't recorded that one yet. But maybe the video has come out by now, and so I can actually record that video. But I haven't checked in a bit. But the long and the short of it is there was an optimization in some version of Python that I talked about in whatever version of Python release video about slots and pre-computing stuff. But I don't have it in a standalone video, and I kind of wanted a standalone video. Mitazor, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Knowledge says, hold on, let me copy your GitHub keys over to my server. Okay, done. Feel free to use my compute. I mean, I would just give you the public key, so it wouldn't really be that bad. But I don't think I like part of what it does is does an arbitrary SCP from the other host, and because I happen to trust both hosts here, I'm okay to just arbitrarily SCP. But I think arbitrary SCP against a host I don't trust is a recipe for disaster. So, what are slops? Yeah. Now it says, explain it like I'm a JavaScript developer. What's a slot? There are two different ways to set up a class in Python. One is just normal classes, and then there's slots classes. A slots class essentially makes a fixed width structure. It's not actually that, but you can think of it that way. And so in theory, memory usage of a slots object is smaller than a classic dict object, because dicts are somewhat sparse and need more bookkeeping and other nonsense in order to keep them in memory. This can make object allocation faster because you need less memory for them. Although I seem to remember a benchmark that actual attribute access for slots objects is slower. But the benchmarks that the person showed in their EuroPython talk showed the opposite of that, so I'm not even sure. But as of Python whatever version, objects are sort of dynamically slotted. They figure out what names you access by doing static analysis on the code of the class, and then sort of automatically do slots. And if you access something outside of those slots, then it converts it into dict mode. And so for most things, they go a lot faster for free. Yeah. Anyway, this seems to work. So I'm gonna pgrep python 3-m main. Why did it not pgrep? Oh, pgrep-f. And then pkill-user1, which will trigger the draining. The draining takes any amount of 5 minutes. All your keys are public on GitHub. Yeah, that's true. In the data directory, add a SHA-256 sum, but that's too late. It's too late. Because the SCP is the thing that's the problem. Not the actual copy. The SCP is with, like, if you're running SHA-256 sum on the remote host and then locally and trying to match them, that doesn't actually help you because the remote could fudge the SHA-256 binary. The remote could have completely different code. I don't know. What I'm doing with SSH isn't actually very safe, except that I trust both sides. And if I don't trust both sides, then I can't just use the compute, for better or worse. So I'm okay just running this myself, and it'll finish when it finishes. Which it seems like it's actually making pretty good progress. Like let's see if I can catch this before it finishes. Proc ls ald proc 438901 1533. So in, that's what, 3:33? So in an hour and a half, so in 90 minutes it has done 2982 530 over 530 over 90. So it does about 6 a minute. That's kind of slow. That's 51 hours still. That's not great. Sansevere, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. So that's 2 days of running this. That's not great. It's not terrible. It's not great. But if we add a few GitHub workers to the mix, then that should come down by a lot. Should come down by a lot. I think I want to figure out a way to make the GitHub workers not consume all of the resources in the world and get me banned. But anyway, I'm gonna requeue this after stream. So this is gonna wrap us up here. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/anthonywritescode. So go subscribe there and check things out. Mila says, can I turn my server to your GitHub worker? I think it'll be fine. I'll just do it myself. But I appreciate the generosity. I also upload my stream VODs to the second channel, anthonywritescode-vods. So go there and check those out. This is where the rest of the content shows up. And join the Discord. Thank you, Tanya, for posting all the links. I appreciate it. I announce streams on the Discord, and it's a fun place to hang out. So go join there and hang out. Yeah, this is going to wrap us up for today. Have a good one, chat. I'll see you around. Bye. Peace.